Hello friends of analog photography. Since it's pretty rainy outside today, I decided to make a short video and introduce you to my camera gear. Since this was requested some time ago, I thought of making it today. So here on the table you see the gear that I'm normally using nearly all the time. So let me introduce the cameras to you just for a little second. Let's start here on the left. Here on the left we have a Porst camera. It's a German camera with a 50mm lens f1.7. It's you have to use the handle to transport the film, so it's not an automatic camera. Up here on the left we have a Zenit E. It's a Soviet camera with a 58mm lens. It's a pretty famous lens. It's the Helios 44-2. It's also a mechanic camera, which you have to load by hand. I really like this camera. It's pretty nice. It has some things you should know, but it's a good camera. Then here I have my Nikon F501. It's with a 28 to 200mm lens. It's a automatic camera. Then here we have the Mamiya RB67, the Hasselblad 500cm, a Nikon F55, and the Minox 35 GL. So which cameras do I use and when do I use them? Okay, well, most of the time I would say I'm using the Nikon F55. Not because it is such a famous body or something like this, it's a really cheap body. So this is a camera I would never do a big review about because it's a plastic body, but it has one big advantage for me. It is not as big as the other cameras, and the cool thing about it is I can put my modern Nikon lenses onto the camera. So with this pretty cheap body I can achieve really great images with really good sharpness because I can use my modern Nikon lenses. That's a pretty big advantage for me. It's a full automatic body. The only thing that's not working with the really modern Nikon lenses is the autofocus system, but I don't care since I'm focusing manually all the time. Then, if I'm going out and I do not plan to carry any more weight with me because I don't want to carry anything around, no bags, no backpacks or something like this, then this is my absolutely go-to camera. So I nearly every time have this in my trousers bag because it's a really great camera. It's a Minox 35 GL. It has a 35mm lens, so they're equal to another. And the image quality of this camera, it's just amazing. Even though it's a really small lens, the images are just brilliant. Really, I love them. It's a small camera, but it's playing really big. There's a review on my channel about this camera that I recently made. I'm gonna link it down in the description. So, okay. If I'm doing bigger projects like shootings with models or something like this, which is something I do pretty often, then of course I'm going to use this camera. So these are my workhorses and I really much love this camera. So when it comes to which is my absolutely favorite camera in terms of the cameras that I use, then it is this and this camera. The Hasselblad 500cm, I love the square format, and of course the quality of the Zeiss lens. There is nothing that comes about the quality of a good Zeiss lens on a Hasselblad. The Mamiya RB67 is also a really great camera. It has really sharp and great lenses. It's a bit heavy, but I don't mind this. It's cool. And I always use this camera when I don't want to shoot square or when square does not fit to the project that I'm shooting. There is a review of the Mamiya RB67 already in production, so it'll come up within the next days or weeks. Look forward to see it. This camera, the F501, I do not use this often anymore, to be honest, because it has some problems with the automatic film transport. But over this, it's also a great camera. It has an internal light meter. It's cute. It works. It's great. And these two cameras, even though that I really like them, most of the time I use them as preps in my photo shooting, so they are like, yeah, decoration for me. But when it comes to using the cameras, I prefer the Soviet one. I don't know why, it's just, it sounds nice. It's about the overall thing, it sounds nice. You know, I can show this to you for a second. So this is the German one. It has a really hard mirror hitting, like this. It's also cute, but now listen to this one. This sounds so much more. Okay, that's just, I know that's weird. I should stop saying things like that, but I love the sound of this camera. It's like with a Hasselblad, you simply love the sound of the camera. Yes, that's my camera gear so far that I'm using. I think it's nothing big, nothing special. It's just the stuff I'm using, but maybe it's interesting for you. And if you have any further questions about one of the cameras, or if you want to have a deeper review of one of the cameras, please let me know, write it down into the comments, and I'm doing my best to fulfill your wishes, if I can. Maybe you give me some thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would be great. So I wish you a nice day and enjoy whatever you do. Don't stop analog photography and have fun. See you soon in my next video.